it's pretty interesting to always get the opinion of people familiar with the matter when it comes to AMC and the short squeeze at play here. And I'm going to share with you, and that's why I want to share with you why the Robinhood executive actually said about the whole meme stocks and precisely AMC in particular. So let's just go over exactly what he said in an interview that was recently translated into this article. Our GameStop AMC yesterday's news. Robinhood exec says meme stocks are fat. Crypto is first. Well, I'm I, I'm a French man, all right? I'm a French man living in the US. So let me see exactly what fat means because an intense and widely shared enthusiasm for something, especially one that is short-lived and without basis in the object's qualities, a craze per se. Prairie restoration in the latest gardening fad in the Midwest. So basically, the guy is saying that this was just a kind of one-time thing, a short-term thing, and instead you should put your money into crypto because crypto is first. All right. Let's get into more details as he gets into the interview. Chief Brokerage Officer Steve Quirk has suggested that meme stocks such as GameStop or AMC were nothing more than a passing fad, a passing transition, a passing thing, all right? Something that is just here for a second and just goes away. Well, during an interview with CNBC published on Wednesday, that is today, when asked whether meme stocks were a fad, Quirk said those stocks aren't even on the top handful of names that are being traded right now. Well, yes and no. We'll get to the bottom of that in a second. And concluded that the phenomenon was probably a fad. Despite this, Quirk said he cannot rule out meme stocks taking hold of the markets again in the future. He also said that Robinhood is busy rolling out new crypto features and looking for ways to expand beyond the 7 cryptocurrencies that are now supported while staying compliant with relevant regulations. Yeah, I think because I'm able to kind of read in between the lines here based on the latest events that happened with Robinhood, especially when you look at the latest earnings, it's no surprise to me personally that this is their views on the meme stock, especially GameStop and AMC. Why? Because when you look at the earnings, they lost more than 1.5 million customers. All right, and the share price is also tanking. It's in the trash. I mean, look at Hood. Let's look at the Hood. Sorry, I didn't have this pulled up firsthand, but yeah, you can see that based on where it was trading right after it got off the market and being publicly traded, boom, it was at 70. So we're talking about 80% on the down here. Why? Because people were dumping Robinhood, especially after what happened in the removal of the buy button early in 2021. So it is no wonder people are losing and already lost a ton of confidence into Robinhood as the ability to be the hood, all right, to bring the money-making machine, which is Wall Street, to people as you and I, the average Joe on the street. Now, this potentially might be an attempt to actually turn this narrative kind of in their favor by saying to the public, hey, crypto is the next thing. Crypto is the next thing to be in. And that's why, because we are rolling out new crypto, all right, whether they are alternatives or stablecoin or whatever, metaverse coins, this is where, we are able to actually give you, an added value. And that's why you should come back to us. But in reality, in order to do that, they need to make what made them where they are right now look bad. Precisely the meme stocks, especially AMC and GameStop. But I think it's a little bit being naive to consider that GameStop and AMC is a fad. Pretty much it's something that's just here to stay, because even though going back to what he said here, even though these are not the top handful of names that are being traded right now, It's because bunch of these stocks, but that are represented by these two specifically, are not even going through the lit market. Everything is going through the dark pools, especially with payment for order flow. So it's gonna be difficult to actually see what we saw back in January, where when you type Fidelity order by ratio, all right, you will had AMC at the top of the list because everything was going then through something outside of payment for order flow. But they had to package it, they had to short it, they had to use naked shorts and synthetics in order to make it look like AMC is now not being bought up. All right. So AMC used to be at the top three, for quite some time. But now, it's barely it's still on the top 10, but yesterday it was on the top 12. All right. Closing the top 12 list. So about AMC being a phase, obviously, when you know, all right. So it's just, being politically or doing what they need to do in order to regain that customer base that they lost. But the reality is, when you look at the facts, you look at the shorts not covering, and you look at what is coming ahead of us, forcing the shorts to cover, this play is just intact. It's not because the share price tanked 75% from the $70 share price that we had in June 2021 that it means everything is done. No, not at all, because we have so many catalysts coming here that it will be a little bit naive to think that this is just a short-term thing or a fad, to use his words. But I guess only time will tell us. So we'll prove them wrong. Definitely, I think AMC will prove them wrong.